Something is culturally odd when more and more people of increasingly younger and younger ages are embracing video games as a solution to creativity, entertainment, and socialization. The Entertainment Software Association compiles and releases sales, demographics, and usage data of video games in their annual report titled The Essential Facts About the Computer and Video Game Industry. The 2013 report shows that 58% of Americans play video games and that 51% of American households own at least one dedicated Microsoft, Nintendo, or Sony game console. The report also states in 2013 that 62% of video game players play with others online, but only 77% of those players do so at least an hour a week. Meaning that 3 out of 10 players play with other players online for an hour a week. This is very different when compared to the statistics concerning players of tabletop board games, because 100% of the tabletop games are played with others, and 100% of that playing is done face-to-face or in person. And so, niche tabletop role-playing games have shown a steady increase in sales over the last 10 years. This increase in sales can be attributed to 2 factors: the successful design combination of European user interfaces with American user experiences in tabletop role-playing games, and the lack of true socialization, co-authoring experiences, conflict resolution, cooperation, and creativity in online video games. But what are niche tabletop role-playing games? Niche tabletop role-playing games aren't exactly traditional board games like Monopoly, Checkers, and Sorry, but they aren't dedicated pen and paper role-playing games like Dungeons & Dragons either. Niche tabletop role-playing games are somewhere in between traditional board games and dedicated pen and paper role-playing games. And so, niche tabletop role-playing games borrow attributes from both genres. They combine the quick and ease of setup and gameplay from traditional board games with the players taking on a role in the game while contributing to or co-authoring a gameplay story or experience, which is borrowed from dedicated pen and paper role-playing games. Some examples of niche tabletop role-playing games are Munchkin, Heroes Quest, Galaxy Truckers, Settlers of Catan, Lords of Waterdeep, and Betrayal at the House on the Hill. Game journalist Quentin Smith writes many articles and delivers presentations on the lack of community, conflict resolution, and cooperation as being the reason why niche tabletop role-playing games are becoming in so many ways better than video games. Quentin Smith attributes this to couch cooperation we all remember that video gaming has been dropping the ball on recently. He states that as human beings we are hard-coded to sit down with our friends and enjoy one another's company, and that niche board games are there for us if we want to sit down with people. And the fact that video games can't do that at the moment means that niche tabletop role-playing games are picking up the slack. And so, with niche tabletop role-playing games increasing in popularity, the opportunity is available for an improved application of user interface and user experience design principles. Who would take advantage of this opportunity, you might ask? The answer is graphic designers and visual communicators who could create, design, and develop these type of games to benefit younger gamers. Graphic designers are well equipped with design research, heuristic design, and phenomenological design skill sets to design, develop, and prototype niche tabletop role-playing games while benefiting society through designing a gamification of communication, socialization, and teamwork. 2 examples of this are an excellent designed object for a tabletop game, be it either pieces, tokens, cards, or the board itself, has to be designed in such a way to solve gaming problems, allow visual and object-oriented learning, and appeal to the player on a visceral, behavioral, and reflective processing levels. And since cognition can enact and extend to environmental processes, the way we design our environment can either enhance or thwart our cognitive tasks. And so, graphic designers and visual communicators could develop niche tabletop role-playing games which can foster communication, creativity, sociability, and teamwork just by using user interface and user experience design principles. Couch cooperation is over. It is time for tabletop togetherness.